Hey you guys, it's Shanice here. So I come back with another video and I'm super duper nervous to do this video. Just on like two reasonings. I've never done this on camera before, and then two, I'm just nervous about the results. So if you haven't guessed it already, I'm going to take a pregnancy test. So if you don't know by now, I already have six kids. Ugh. I already have 6 kids, and I'm just nervous because I don't want any more kids. Like I literally don't want any more. The last pregnancy I had like took me all the way out, so I'm very, very nervous. And so I know a lot of people were like, why don't you just get your tubes tied? I've looked into that option before, talked to my doctor about it, and the reason why I have not got my tubes tied is because I already suffer from really, really bad periods, to the point where like heavy bleeding, very heavy cramping. And I know that it's a possibility, especially with me already having those issues and my mother and family histories, from getting tubes tied and having additional complications afterwards. And I know some people are like, well, I didn't have no issues, you know, I got mine done, great, good for you. But everybody's body is different, so you got to realize that. And the last thing I want to do is make my periods and cramping worse. So me and my boyfriend has discussed, and he's supposed to be getting a vasectomy, but in the meantime, I've been on birth control. So over the years, I have done the NuvaRing, but this time around, I wanted to do something different and do the patch. So I've been on the patch for the past couple of months, and I loved it. And I know that with the patch, it's the same hormones as the NuvaRing. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, it worked for my body in the past, it should work now. So the thing with the patch is supposed to, you know, change it out every week. So I change mine out every Sunday for 3 weeks. And then that last week, you're supposed to have a period. And then, you know, you continue the cycle. So that's what I've been doing. The last time I had a period was in October. I took the patch off and I had a normal period. It was actually a really, really bad period during that time. So, you know, once I got done with the period, you know, I put another patch on, you know. So in November, I, you know, did my 3 weeks, took it off, and I was like spotting for like a whole week. So I put the patch on, and I kept bleeding, and I kept spotting, and I was like, what was wrong? So I went ahead and took the patch off, and when I did that, it allowed myself to have a complete full bleed. And then once I was done with that, I put the patch back on. So yeah, and then I've been having the patch on ever since. But lately, I didn't notice, but my boyfriend noticed that I guess I'm more tired, been more nauseous, boobs been hurting. And like with me, I'm like, well, that could just be a normal sign of like me about to start my period, because I do have like strong PMSing symptoms, you know, PMSing symptoms. So I'm thinking that that's what it just was. You know, I'm about to start my period. And I didn't think too much of it. But I went ahead and took my patch off, and I'm waiting for my period to start, and it hasn't started. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I do need to go ahead and take a pregnancy test. So that's what I'm about to do. And I'm just nervous because, like I said, I don't want any more kids. And then if I am pregnant, the backlash I know that I'm gonna get from being pregnant and not being precautious, and just, I don't know. I thought that, you know, I've been doing everything I possibly can to prevent, you know, getting pregnant. And then he's not here all the time anyway, because he's, you know, he's a truck driver. So I just don't understand if I am pregnant. How is it possible? So yeah, I guess let's just find out. I don't have to let them sit for 30 minutes. Okay, my oldest daughter went to sit in on me while I do this, because she like, you can't have any more kids. So we're about to find out together. So yeah. Good enough for that one. Now all of a sudden I gotta pee. Unless it's not working. Let me see if I can get some more pee out. While we wait for another one. What's so funny?
So weird to hear in the background. Now we wait. Do 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 do.
Oh, it's going fast.
Do do.
Oh wow. Is that for real?
No, it's fake. Try to position it up on the camera. That was way too quick.
Lord Jesus. Oh, this one's starting to go.
That's one test. Then we have to wait on the other.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Do you see how fast that turned?
Yeah, we gonna have to buy you the other one at the store. Nah. I will be calling them today.
Y'all, I'm like shaking right now. I'm like,
I have to call them tomorrow.
this is crazy.
For what?
I guess pink is the show that
You're pregnant.
No, that I used it.
And then
It was just only a little bit of pee.
you're a little swab. Yeah, that was only a little. Listen, baby.
2-year-old using the bathroom. That's crazy, y'all. Like I'm like
we gonna
in
take these
disbelief right now. If that's the best word, like
What about this?
that was really quick.
It says 5 seconds on the packaging.
Yeah, but like I must be like really. I'm gonna say really far along, but
Listen, baby, you stink.
I clearly am not early because I've taken a pregnancy test before and it took like at least a minute before it showed up. But like
It
that
says
really quick.
when your urine steams on the digital pregnancy test,
What the fuck am I gonna do
or you could have just
with
did
7
it.
kids?
Or you could have just dipped it
I'm
in.
going to go insane.
You could have just dipped it in your urine.
Yeah, I could have, but
You could just
did
have
we
to
got a
do
cup
it.
for me to dip it in?
You could have dipped it in the toilet.
See why I don't want to make kids? Like, really?
Child, I'm so glad I don't got no kids. Whew, Lord.
Y'all pray for me.